Sir, yes, sir. Those krill will be just crumb. All right, cool. I mean, when you're ready, Gary, you going? I'm ready. Go ahead. All right, Coach. So, getting towards the end of spring practice here, so how's it going?
It's going good. We've really challenged the guys to kind of beat and get to the expectation, beat the standard every single day, and those guys have really done it. So we're super, super proud of these guys, really buying into what we want, buying into a new system. The expectations are different, and getting these guys to understand that, doing more, sacrifice is a big thing. All right, if you want what you want, you're gonna have to sacrifice for it.
Well, you changed the system a little bit heading into a new era and a new staff.
Yes.
How are those guys adjusting to?
Oh man, those guys are adjusting phenomenally. I mean, they're really working hard. They're really trying to come get extra work. These guys are really trying to have us pour into them. And these guys want to be successful. And we know if you want to be successful, you're going to have to work hard for it.
Who's kind of stood out as leaders on the defensive line so far?
You would say, man, there's a lot of good ones, right? June, for us, the defensive tackle is doing a really good job for us, number 15. Trey, linebacker that's really stepped up. You look at some of the corners have done a really, really great job, really dominating these about 11 or 12 practices that we've had.
No, I know you're new here, but in the past, North Texas historically had some good defensive linemen and played really well over the past few years. And what have you kind of seen from some of these guys step into that role? A guy like Rod Brown had last year.
Oh, man, Braylon has done a really good job for us. June has really done a great job for us. And then we've added some new pieces in there with Richard and Quincy coming in as well. Ethan has done a really great job for us. He's another guy that's been here, that just got here as well. And he's done a really, really great job of kind of really manning those defensive end positions and defensive tackle positions and really coming and stepping forward. So those guys are doing a really great job for us.
How about some of those Sam Houston transfers that you mentioned, like Richard and Quincy, looked on the defensive line?
Man, they're good. They've been in the system. They've been in the system for a year. So coming here is really just fine-tuning some of their play, their technique, really. So I'm really hard on those guys about their technique and pad level. You hear me say that a lot throughout practice.
What kind of made you want to join Coach Cassidy on this staff here?
Man, I've just loved my chance at Sam Houston, being with a staff that, every single day we're challenging each other to be better. We're challenging each other to be really good on the football field. We're challenging each other in recruiting. We're challenging each other as coaches. That has been something that I haven't really gotten in a lot of places, but really having this here with this nucleus of guys, man, it's been a true blessing for me. So I've really enjoyed my time here.
What's Coach Cassidy like to work?
He's awesome. He is awesome. He definitely is going to. He really challenges you to be better. He challenges you to be really good. And on top of recruiting, he challenges you to really pour into your guys and know everything about your guys. And really just having a guy like that with so much knowledge at a young age is just something that is phenomenal.
It's great. You guys head into a precision scrimmage on Saturday. What are you kind of looking forward to and kind of wanting to expect going into fall camp?
Man, we're going to set the tone for the fall. And what we talk about all the time in the defensive line, it starts up front. It starts with the guys up front. Myself and Coach Richmond have really, challenged the guys to understand that, hey, it starts with us. Any great team that you've ever seen has always had a great defensive line, and we expect the same thing going into the fall.
Yeah, you mentioned Braylon Charles has been playing pretty solid
Yes,
spring. What have you kind of seen? How do you think he can be a leader on this defense?
Man, he can be a leader. I think Coach Richmond does a great job with him. He challenges him every single day to fix something, to make himself a little bit better. Right? If you want to go to the NFL, and Coach Richmond knows, right? He's spent time in the Eagles organization, so he challenges him every single day to practice and to perform and to act like you are in that position, like you are in a professional in the National Football League. So getting that tidbit now, I think it's been really, really great for him, and I expect nothing but great things from him in the fall.
One of the big focuses heading into this spring camp was to maybe get some more defensive end types into there. How are those guys looking?
Man, like I said, man, those guys have done a really, really great job as a nucleus to really, really buy into the system, buy into a new system, right? We've kind of expanded to a four-man front, and being able to be in a 4-2-5 has been something that's been really great, and those defensive ends have done a really great job.
Do you think the pieces fit?
Yes, sir, they do. They always win.
Well, what makes you say that? What makes you look at these batch of guys and say these guys fit this scheme?
You know, we have what you want. We got length at the defensive end position. We've got guys that are agile. We've got guys that can really pass rush, guys that can be physical at the point of attack. And I think that's what you want. That's what you want when you get a defense, you get those great defensive ends.
You know, what's it been like to go against an Eric Morris style offense so far?
You know, it's good for us because it makes us speed up our process. It makes us have to communicate faster. It makes us have to do things in a faster pace. So it's been really, really great for us, and it's been a true blessing to be a part of that and to get that practice with such a great offense.
Well, other folks heading into the spring was to maybe get to a point where this defense is making more plays.
Yes, sir.
Do you see signs that you guys are making progress?
Very much so. And we talk about it all the time. We're very truthful with our guys and understand that, hey, when you're going against a high-powered offense, all it takes one person to mess up and they can capitalize. So being very diligent in what we want and asking these guys to do has really just shown these guys. And we've had those successes in practices. So that's what we want these guys to understand, is that we can be successful if we all do what we're supposed to do.
What are your goals for the defensive line unit as a whole as your guys head into the 2025 season?
Hey, we just want to be the absolute best. We want to outwork everybody. That's it, man. We just want to outwork everybody and let chips fall where they fall. But we want to outwork everybody.
All right, Coach Grohl, getting towards the end of spring practice here, so how's it go?
Going good, man. Guys are getting better every day, getting more consistent with everything we're doing. But we got a lot of work ahead of us and got a lot more that we can get better at. And we're going to continue working hard and continue trying to get better every day.
Yeah, how are the pieces fit together on your offensive line? You know, what's playing?
I'm excited about them. You know, they still have a lot of work left, but they're starting to gel. You know, we have a bunch of new guys too, so everybody's starting to gel and kind of get to know each other and get a feel to playing with everybody. So as that part's going, it's getting better every day, you know, so I'm excited about that.
Who are some of the guys that have stood out so far, you swear?
Jimto has been really, really, really well. Tay, Deontay's done really well. Braden Nelson's done a great job. And then just, you know, Johnny and Gabe have done a really, really, really good job all year. So all spring. So excited about those guys.
What are you guys going to do at center? Do you have a feel at this point?
You know, I like going in with about 4 or 5 centers. So you got to have a bunch of centers. You know, that's the first play of the game. So moving a lot of guys around there. So giving and when we get to game time and get to that situation, we'll make decisions. But we got to work as many guys as we can there. I think we're working about 4 or 5 there right now. So letting those guys get reps, because you just never know what's going to happen, because we always want to get our best 5 guys on the field. So a guard may end up having to play center, you know, and then a tackle may have to move to guard. You never know what's going to happen. So we're just always working those guys and repping them as much as we can at that spot.
What have you seen from Gabe Blair at center so far? Has he kind of taken on a natural leadership role?
Yeah, Gabe is a leader, great player, really excited about him. Has a lot of good twitch, really smart guy too, so does a great job at that spot for us. He's a guy that could be a multi-position guy for us too. Obviously, he's played guard, a whole bunch of guard here too, so excited about what he's doing and what he's done this spring. So.
Yeah, what made you want to kind of make the move from the UFL here to North Texas?
Man, to be honest, just have a great relationship with Coach Morris from UIW. He, you know, and Sean Brophy, Jordan Davis, Rolando, they're all like family to me. My family's up here, so that's even better for me. So was excited about that. Excited to be with these guys again, and love working with these people. So. And it's just a great staff, too. Just getting here, you know, excited about the defensive staff, too. They're doing a heck of a job, and they're all good people and great people to be around. And it's a really, really good family atmosphere, too. So it was an easy transition for me.
You're joining a high-powered offense from the past few years with Coach Morris. You know, what have you kind of seen from these guys throughout spring and going into fall camp?
It's you know, we're gonna find a way to throw the ball, you know, we're gonna throw a bunch of touchdown passes, and we're gonna run the ball. You know, that's what we're gonna do. So excited about that, and I'm really used to it. I've been in the same system. I was with them for 4 years, and then a very similar system last year at Marshall. So
I'm just really interested in Jim Toe. How big was it for you guys to get a guy that was a start for a number of years at another FBS program?
Yeah, and you know, Jim Toe has done such a good job, dude, and he's like every day getting better, and really does a good job of taking coaching, and you can see it. You know, it's not one of those. He's not a high rep guy. He's a guy that can take information from the meeting room, from our individual drills, and then apply it, and you just see him growing, and that's an exciting get, you know, and those guys are hard to get, so excited about him.
Well, Braden Nelson, was one of the returning younger guys from last year. Where have you kind of seen from how they kind of improved throughout spring so far?
Braden, another guy that has done a great job. He's gotten better as we've gotten more consistent every day too, getting a lot better at his pass sets and getting more comfortable at tackle. I know he's played a lot of guard too, so getting more comfortable out there. Very good athlete, so excited about him.
So getting towards the end of spring practice here, how's it going?
Competition is great. It's been a really great transition from Sam Houston to North Texas. So I really love it here. Because we have more things over here than Salem, but great atmosphere.
What is it that you like so much about UNT now that you've got there?
The resources. I just felt like my transition as my weight gain, strength, just keep learning, getting around different people that been in the game, the FBS level, just been changing me dramatically.
You get a lot of teammates on the defensive side come to North Texas. Was there an influence that they had to make you come with them?
Family. I've been around a lot of people, and I've been around this game a while. But Coach Cassidy and his staff, Coach Ike, all of them, Coach Rich, just feel also too, my pops is up the road and my auntie's up the road, and I just feel like my last year is dedicated to my pops. So that was the biggest, no question, no brainer.
How big a help is it just to have so many guys from Sam Houston get relevant defense come here and help you guys go through this transition?
It's a very big help. You have leaders on the team, from Davion Armstead, David Fisher, Bryson Hayes, all those guys that came, especially Trey Fields. We all have a connection to where we can bring the culture and the leadership here to where everybody get on board and everybody's clicking. So it's moving faster and at a steady pace, and I'm loving where it's going.
You guys have some chemistry that you brought with you, having played together for so long?
Yeah, we have a whole lot of chemistry. Like I said, those guys are like family. So it's like the bond we built over there at Sam Houston, just transition like quick pace.
Was that something you guys all kind of talked about, or when one guy went, the next guy went, and you all kind of decided to come together, or how did that all play out?
Honestly, it was a gray area. When we had the whole little thing go down at Sam Houston, Coach said he wanted to bring us, and we, like I said, it was a family thing, so it was just like, all right, we ride with your coach, no question.
So what's been the biggest adjustment for you coming from Sam Houston to here?
The adjustment, it really ain't been a crazy adjustment. Honestly, I was welcomed in by the guys that already been here. Braylon, June, welcomed me up with open arms and stuff like that. So I got accustomed real fast. Like I said, I had family already coming down here too. So coaches welcomed me with open arms. Coach Morris brought us in. It just felt it.
Have you kind of taken on more of a leadership role just as somebody that's kind of played in this defense before?
Oh, yeah. But, I don't overstep my boundaries. Like, I let June, because, he been here. We work together. So it's like, I let him, he tell me what the culture is here, and then I buy with my culture, and then, we combine it, and we make it something special.
Because obviously wanted to follow Coach Cassidy. What is it about Coach Cassidy that made you guys enjoy playing and wanted to follow him?
Family, like, I just trust Cass so much. When he came to Sam Houston, usually I don't get close to a lot of people, but, it all started with Coach Ike. And, I opened up to Cass opened up to me, poured into me, and ever since then, like I said, I've been around a lot of people, and I never had a connection as strong as me and Coach Cassidy. So, like I said, I trust him with everything in me. He trusts me, so that's how we abide.
What enabled you to build that kind of connection, I think?
It was a lot of tough grinds, and conversations and stuff like that. And, him just trusting me. And like I said, it's just on the fly. Like, when you got that connection with somebody, you know it and you're going to feel it in your heart. So,
His defense has several returning guys from last year, including the guy like Braylon Charles. And what have you kind of seen from him, and how's he kind of stepped up in that role in the defensive line?
a great leader, great brother. Me and Braylon clicked prior to the first day I got on campus, and ever since then, like I said, they've been here for a while. And so I take what I know, he take what he knows, and then we just combine it together as a leadership. That's it.
Another guy that came in this spring didn't come in with you guys, but Jim Toe looks like he's going to play a pretty big role. But what's it been like playing against him?
He's a phenomenal player. Just he competes every day, brings it. If you lacking and slacking and things like that, you're gonna definitely feel it. So I'm blessed to have him on my team, and I think that was a great pickup.
What are the pieces? Oh, how do the pieces fit here? Put this in your. Do you feel like you got his, feel like kind of gel here a little bit?
Yes, sir. There's a lot of, like I said, a lot of key players that are brought in. A lot of key players, from Sam Houston, and they already had some key players there. Like I said, from June to the back end that they had brought in. You got Shane Witter. It's just all clicking. That buying into what Coach Cass got little by little, but at the end of the day, it's coming together.
What has it kind of been like going against UNT's offense in practice and scrimmages so far?
It's probably the best offense I ever seen. But like I said, credit to Coach Morris. They work every day, and Coach tells us every day in meetings, if you slacking and you run the wrong thing, they're gonna make you pay. So it's a great thing going against their offense just to get us ready for the season.
You guys have a final scrimmage on Saturday to wrap up spring ball. Where comes expectations going into fall camp and throughout this rest of the spring?
Just keep stacking days, keep building the brother bond, and just know we got one goal to come. We talk about it every day as we're gonna win this American Conference, and then go to hopefully get a shot at the college playoffs. So that's what we sticking with, and that's what we shooting for.
What do you want to see on Saturday during that scrimmage?
Just want to see us compete, see us get better, see us improve on the things that the coaches harp on that we need to tighten up, and that's about it. And like I said, just go ahead and have fun. We all got one goal, and let's accomplish it.
All right.
Yeah,
All right, Brad. So Jim Toe, get towards the end of spring practice. How's it going?
It's going awesome. I think we battling every single day, offense and defense. Like, offense have great days, the defense respond, and it's just times we go back and forth, show the signs of a good football team. So I appreciate it, being a part of something like this, coming from Toon School. This is probably the best spring I've had so far in the team aspect.
So you came from Kent State where you played a lot of football. So what led you to decide to come and care for your senior point?
Just the feel on my official visit, honestly, watching them practice for their bowl practice, how they competed in the one-on-ones, seeing how hard everybody was going no matter what time of the season it was, and also that's just a great place to be. The coaches, they coach for you, they want what's best for the team. So I felt this was home for sure. All it took was one visit.
Yeah, so why leave Kent State? What made you decide you wanted to be something else?
I just wanted to try something different. Been there 2 years. Obviously didn't have really success. Well, individually, I think I played pretty well, but I also was looking for somewhere where I could go and help a team grow. Be a factor in a different team. So I think this was the perfect place to do it.
How have you kind of meshed with the other offensive linemen so far?
Oh, awesome. Those are my guys. It's Tuesday night Pazookies at BJ's. We hang out all the time, play the game all the time. It's awesome, man. We bonding every day. We get closer by the day. So it's awesome.
You're with Reese Poffenberger, and you're with Drew Mestemaker and some of those other quarterbacks. So what have you kind of seen from them throughout spring, and how they've been able to progress you guys up front?
Oh, man, they make us look good. Quarterbacks you got, man. I think these are two of the best quarterbacks I've played with, like over the spring, all my springs. The quarterback room we got in general, even the young guys we got, Tom, we all looking great. Perfect placement. They back and forth. It's good competition in that role for sure.
You guys have had some returning starters from last year, like Gabe Blair, and Johnny Dixon, and Brady Nelson. What have you kind of seen from them? How have they kind of helped you kind of get adjusted to this offense?
Just leadership, really. Gabe, Johnny, leadership for sure. Johnny, definitely a leader in the O-line room. He has a voice, he's helping us. He knows all the calls. Gabe, the same way, Braden also progressing as a young guy, showing his voice as a leader as well sometimes. So it's just good growth as an O-line. You know, we all get on the same page. This team will take off places we haven't thought we can go. So
It seems like you settled in right away at, I guess, right tackle.
yeah,
Was that kind of what you were thinking coming in here? Was that would be the place you would end up?
yeah, definitely. They let me know. You know, I played right tackle. I actually got recruited at right tackle in high school. My freshman year, played my freshman year at right tackle with the red shirt. So I'm pretty familiar with it. Played left tackle at Kent State because it was a need, needed to check that blind side there. So right tackle is pretty nice for me right now. Oh, feeling homey right now. Yeah.
What are your personal or team goals as you head into the fall camp in the 2025 season?
Me, honestly, it's like my personal goals, and I don't really put them first, honestly. My goal is AAC championship, whatever it takes to get to AAC championship. And I really believe we got the guys and the coaches to do it. Everybody's on the same page. Everybody's about their business. Like, everybody's serious, like they care, which is a great sign. 'Cause it's not like a lot of places sometimes it's like lack of this, lack of that. Here, everybody's dialed in. I really appreciate it. I really believe we can get an AAC championship this year.
What would you say is like the biggest difference coming from Kent State to North Texas?
Just the work, the daily grind, a lot less complaining, a lot just work. You don't really say too much here, and just know what it is. So it's definitely awesome. Just work, get your work in, and be about your business and handle it the right way. So
What's maybe helped you make such a quick transition to playing here?
definitely the guys. The guys took me in. His brother, Katie, they didn't shallow me out. They brought me in. They accepted me. We go out to eat, as a family. We play the game together. We do a lot of things together off the field. The bond, like to bond as like personally. Talk about our personal experiences at different places. We all the time. So it's just really just like the brotherhood aspect of it. It's really.
Does that carry over to the field?
Yeah, 100%, because it makes me want to give my all for the guy next to me because I know what he's been through. I know what's been going on. Makes me protect better for the quarterback behind me because I know, like, those are my guys in real life. You don't want nothing to happen to them on the field. So it makes you play harder. So,
Coach Krill came in here a little bit later than usual than most coaches. What has he kind of done to help you guys out and kind of make an influence on this offensive line so far?
He's been teaching us some great techniques. For me, he's helped me with my inside zone. A lot of tips and tricks. Stepping vertical. If it's play side, if you got slant inside, extending that outside arm. Different little tricks that I didn't really know. And so he's been real helpful. He's been great. And he's a big meeting guy. And it's like at first he's the meetings, but it's very helpful, very effective. And I appreciate him for that. For real, already. It's been great. He's been progressing daily as an O-line. Even the young guys are looking great out there now because of the stuff that he's been implementing in our line.
You mentioned that you guys kind of like to go out and hang out together as an offensive line. What's your favorite, your guys' favorite place to go then? So I told you about.
It's a barbecue place. I don't know the name. It's in Argyle. They got Texas Twinkies. I think Hutchinson is playing. That's the name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You fan of Texas Twinkies?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's fine for sure.
The offensive line plow through some of those.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. You'll be back soon. Definitely.
Yeah, and going against some of this, we're in a big chunk of Sam Houston guys who are playing on this defense. You've obviously seen them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You impressed with those guys? Do you think they can help you, that core, Jazzy Bruff and Sam Houston?
Oh, most definitely. All those guys, really. I haven't seen a bad apple from that bunch yet. Honestly, from Bryson Hayes to Rich to Q in there, the linebackers, you can tell they play a lot of football. They got some tricks up their sleeve too. We battle with them daily. And it's just, if you got a day where you out there, you lacking, they're going to get you. So it's mixed, iron sharpen iron, really, with them guys. All of those guys. I haven't seen any slouch from any of the guys from St. East, really. So it's awesome. That competition makes us better daily.
Thanks, Charles.